Okay, doing a voice test. Voice test. Yep. Hello, Four Leaf Clover. Hello, Guido. Yeah, I got started a little later than I thought I was going to, but I had an issue I had to deal with, and then just a little bit ago, I had a nosy neighbor. Yes, I had one of those. So, going to talk about the video that I was saying I was going to cover earlier today. Um, it's Shanny, and of course I'm looking at Fat Photog. My hair is just sticking up. Anyway, so excuse me. So I'm going to cover that. I didn't have time to do it this morning. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into this. I'm going to screen share. Of course, Shanny is whatever is going on with her right now. She's really playing up that I'm the divine one. I'm the special chosen one of God, and you got to go through me to get to Jesus. So she's really playing that up. Let's take a look at her post first, and yeah, so she's posting about these celebrities, but of course, she's the same as celebrities according to her. They're like everything that happens to a celebrity happens to her, and for the same reasons. So apparently, there's like I looked at a little bit of this before. It says why do all the big celebrities end this way? And apparently, when I looked at this video, they all looked like they were man. They were like I don't know, had an eating disorder, like they looked like skin and bones. And I don't know how truthful that is. It could be AI. Um, so if I pull this up, I got a feeling that some people in the comments of that video is going to say that it's AI. But let's take a look at what they're saying to Shanny directly. She says they all have Kuru. I don't even know what that is. Kuru. Of course, the comments are uncomplimentary. That's why she posts to other people's streams and stuff because she wants you to go there and make it seem like the people that are talking to whoever put this out, which is the truth is something, um, that they're talking to them, that they're talking to her and not them. She wants it to make it seem that way. So once again, she's always lifting other people's stuff and presenting it as I'm either a part of this or this is me or somehow whatever they're doing it's what I'm doing and I should get a share of whatever it is that they're working for or trying to accomplish. So this guy, we are Negan, I've seen him around a few times. You live outside, e-bag, and use government resources for medicine. This is what you occupy your time doing. Winter is coming. Yes, it is. And it will be very interesting to see what transpires. So this guy calls himself Windows Son of Sanctum. Interesting name. Just has a laughing emoji on there. Miss Monroe says winter is coming. Emily says, how proud are you about a man that says he will not work to take care of you? Men are supposed to work and take care of women. It depends on your culture. in our culture right now, it's a 50-50 deal. Yeah, you go back in time about 50 plus years, yeah, you're going to find more of that kind of understanding. And so, I mean, there's some women out there that are cool with staying home and letting the man make all the money and stuff. And as long as there's a partnership and everyone's agreeable, then hey, more power to you. She says, "My man works. You need to put the boot in Jason to get out and go to work. Vampire guy working to take care of his girl." Um, yeah, well, the last person that should lecture anybody on work is Shanny. Um, has Rev turned up yet? And a couple of her live streams, you have to go back like three or four, but in a couple of the live streams, you hear him in the background, and he does chime in on occasion. He hasn't done it like in the last like three videos that I'm aware of, but I don't know. Like you really, nobody really wants to hear from Jason, um, because he's really gone downhill. I mean, he's doing that stupid like get up and stuff. If you go to his YouTube channel and you look at his channel, like he's got that weird, ugly, just transitional something in between kind of nonsense, and he looks really disgusting. And he's trying to present himself as a woman, where he's got his leg up and he's doing a kissy face and all that. It's like, no, this is not an attractive look. Come on, I don't like. You got to be a sick bastard to want to have anything to do with something like that. So this person gets a reply, says, Vamps take care of a girl that was his friend's girl just a few weeks ago. Jason doesn't care about Shanny. Nobody does. She spent $1 million of his dollars. Yeah, if you add in the value of his property and all that, yeah, it's over $1 million. Two houses and 750K in cash and stocks. Um, yeah, so yeah, he was pretty much set for life if he just wasn't stupid. So yeah, that's that. But so I bet you if I pull this video up, somebody
There
say
appears
it's
to be
AI.
something really strange
See,
happening in
look,
Hollywood. From
pause this
Ariana
stuff.
Grande and
Come on. This is how they're presenting her. I'm wondering if it's been touched up by AI. She looks really thin here, so I don't know if I believe this. I mean, if all these stars are going through this, then like I don't see. Oh, here's the comments. Um, yeah, most of the people on here are talking like they believe it's true. I I don't believe it. I think this is AI because this is alarmingly thin, and the other actresses they show looks the same way. See, look at that. Uh, no, I don't believe anyone that looks like this would not get someone like involved and like, hey man, we think your health is like really deteriorating. Like, who would put them in a movie if they look like this? So yeah, I don't believe it.
1, 2, 3, go.
Google
Anyway, so let's get to the video here, which is this one.
it's okay. My, even though I can show
Okay, let's see who's in the chat here. We got Guido, Four Leaf Clover. Oh, yeah, Four Leaf Clover fan. Hello there. Um, Hat Hatfield McCoy. Um, yeah, just going through my day, enjoying my semi-retirement. Um, yeah, I'm only working like 4 or 5 hours a day now, And I got tomorrow completely off. I don't know. I want a DoorDash tomorrow, but I don't know if that'd be smart. So I'm pondering it. So, who else we got in here? Power Glover. Is it Power Glover or Power G Lover? That almost sounds like a porn star name, Power Lover. Yeah, so let's continue here.
The contract and show that it's
What contract?
satire.
Yeah, you can pretty much get that idea if you watch a show for more than 10 minutes. Yeah, that's pretty much him just trying to make people laugh and stuff, and usually at the expense of whoever it is he's talking about. You usually want to be Power Glove from some sort of gaming thing. Okay, what? Okay, it sounds cool in some ways. If you want to go there, if you want to go into that, the seedier side of entertainment.
Which means you're actually lying to your audience about someone just to ruin the reputation.
Reputation's already ruined.
Bragging about,
I'm
I
sorry
don't
to
know,
break it to you,
scamming someone, saying you're not being exploitive.
That's all you
Poor
got.
baby.
Shanny,
Poor
understand this. Buff Weeb doing what he's doing. That's the only currency. That's the only value you have on the internet. That's it. Nobody wants to relate to you unless they simply have never heard of you, and then they hear some of your bullshit, and then they initially buy it. They don't last long. They figure things out pretty quick, especially if they're giving you something. So that's the only value you can offer the net right now. The people that consume content. That's the only thing that they want from you is to see you pay for the nonsense you've pulled and shared. Nobody revealed any of the things that you've been criticized of. You did it yourself. Nobody else did it. And for some reason, you can't seem to understand or accept it. You want to keep blaming everyone else. So let's do a little thought experiment. You don't like people talking about kid kicker or the poopy bucket. You don't like people talking about those things. Why do we know about those things? Because you put it on the internet. So stop complaining that you're being exploited, because that's all you have is all the stupid crap you shared on the internet and people wanting to call you out on it. That's it. If you'd have kept your mouth shut about your personal crap, we wouldn't even know a tenth of the stuff that we know.
baby. Threatening someone. Oh, you better do this walkathon on Monday, or I'm taking all the money.
I've been hearing about this walkathon.
Oh no.
I don't know what it is.
What am I supposed to do?
So somebody is wanting to pay Shanny to walk, and they'll give her so much money per mile or something like my job tried to raise some money that way, and they say, hey, do you want to join this walkathon? I'm like, no way in hell. I'm sorry, I'm not walking anywhere.
I'm not afraid of those tactics. I realize I'm under contract with you. doesn't mean that it's not an exploitative contract.
Exploitative. That's not
Doesn't
even
mean
a
I
word.
can't show it.
That's not even a. What is exploitative? Is that? I don't think I've heard it. Is that a word? Exploitative. I think it's pronounced exploitive.
To the public to show how exploitative it is.
Go on, Dad.
See, you don't like it when someone treats you the same way how you treat them. You don't like it when that comes back to you.
So she's more
You
going.
don't like
That
it.
buff weeb here, but beyond him, there's pretty much she's like saying that about everyone that says negative things about her. And Shanny, there's no way in the world you can accuse me of the things you've been accused of. And if you tried, it'd just be stupid. It would be like when Jason tried to educate me in the ways of pleasing you sexually. And there is so much wrong with that. I don't even know where to start. But it's just as absurd. Like I said that you abused your kids, and you go, "Well, you must have abused your kids since you accused me of it." That's your opinion. It's stupid. And there's no way in hell I could have abused my kids when I never raised them. They were raised by their mother. So there's no, I mean, that's just dumb. You can't abuse a child if you're not there to do the abuse. As long as you're providing what the courts tell you to provide, then yeah, you're just what you said was dumb. It was just completely dumb.
Do you? You don't like the same energy you give to others, do you? You don't like
Exploitive is a word. There's no such word as exploitative.
it. Probably why you're doing it to me. Because, see, you said it yourself. If people have a problem with you, the best thing you could do is point at someone else so they focus on them.
That's what you do. How many times have you gone after Foodie Beauty? You accused her of murdering her kids because she apparently had an abortion. You know, that's I don't agree with abortion, but that's between her and whatever her beliefs are and God. You know, I mean that's has nothing to do with me. It's within certain limitations, it is legal to do this. So, yeah, and you, Shanny, you abused your kids, neglected your kids. She didn't have a child to do that to. So you trying to accuse her of doing some sort of like neglect thing or worse than a neglect thing is just really dumb coming from you. And the only reason you said that was because I do believe she called you out on how you have treated your children. And I think you said something about how she treated a cat a while back. Like you have gone after Foodie Beauty for a lot of different things. Now, I don't watch Foodie Beauty. I don't follow her. Her content, what little I've seen of it, does not appeal to me. So I just don't want to watch her. And not only that, I don't like watching people eat. I don't like mukbangs. I don't like none of that stuff. It grosses me out.
That's your words, not mine, dude. Is that what you're doing? You don't want to.
God,
You
look
don't
at
want to
that
be,
nasty mouth.
exposed. But see, we're under contract together, so
Why don't you wear a mask? Why don't you cover that crap up? You look nasty. You look disgusting. And I said it before, as mean as it is, you look like somebody a while back beat your face with a hammer and it didn't heal right.
you're just gonna have to deal with my fucking ass, aren't you? We're linked. We're married. We're synced up.
Stop smiling. Your face looks like an asshole. If somebody's ass could smile, it would look like your face.
Do you honestly think that I wouldn't go and infiltrate to expose? Of course I will. Of course I will, because the people want to know.
No, they don't, Shanny. And why would they want to know it from you? What people? What people, Shanny? You're not CNN. You and Vaughn both do this crap. He's like, well, I got to cover this topic because I'm the one that's exposing it to the world. And the insanity with Vaughn is that he will point to a website. Like he complained about some guys claiming that there's a branch that's just hovering in the air for no reason. It's just stuck in the sky. And he actually showed a picture, but it was another person's YouTube channel that he was talking about. And that's what Vaughn does. He looks on the internet for something, and then he talks about it, and he says, "Well, I'm the one exposing it." No, it was already on YouTube. You're not exposing the damn thing. You're just reacting to it, like I'm reacting to you, like I'm reacting to Shanny. It was already on there. Not only that, anyone with half a brain, that there's a guy, he has a video. It's about 2 months old, so he's 2 months too late, and he's talking about, and he shows it in his yard that there is this freaking tree branch suspended in midair, and it's just hanging there, and like he doesn't understand how it's just there. And he said, well, there was a storm the day before, and so obviously what happened is that we have had a infiltration of spiders, and I believe they're the kind that use the parachute. And when you have a lot of wind, a lot of storms, it will pick up those parachutes and it will suspend them in the air, and they'll float around in the air like a kite. And and sometimes if there's enough of them, they'll get together and they'll connect. They'll, instead of being a lot of little ones, there'll be one big one, and then they get suspended between two trees. And then this storm came, and it wasn't powerful enough to knock down that spider web, and it blew a tree branch into it. And that's why there's a tree branch hanging in midair, and you can't really tell. But if you get close enough, I'm sure that you will find that there's this big spider web that you really can't see from the ground. So Vaughn is trying to say it's a glitch in the matrix. It's whatever. And even the guy came back and said, well, it's gone, but I threw this baseball up where now the baseball is stuck in the air. And it's like, man, I think that's freaking AI. I think he came back later, found it gone, and then he created this fake video where there's a baseball suspended in the air where the branch used to be, and there's like this swirly, like a hole, like a wormhole or something. He must have created that all with AI. I don't believe none of it.
How dealing with the Illuminati looks like. I'm doing this for Britney, bitch. I'm doing this for Britney. I'm doing this for every Hollywood star, every fucking person.
No, you're not. They don't even know you. Britney Spears and all the rest of them, they don't even know you. And if by chance they did, they never admit it. The only time a star ever mentioned your name is during the COVID lockdown when you paid like $5,000 for Gilbert Godfrey, who happens to have passed away not too long ago. But Gilbert Godfrey would shout out your name. You got Charlie Sheen to do it once because during the lockdown, nobody could go anywhere or do anything. So, hey, man, they need to make money somehow. So that's what they did. They said, hey, for $5,000, I'll give your YouTube channel a shout out. I'll mention your name. That's the only possible way a celebrity would even know about you, Shanny. And like I said, if they do, they will never admit it.
Who has a shitty fucking contract? Who's been exploited?
Yeah, flashbacks of your drug
Motherfucker, you act
addicted
like
relatives
goddamn Clive
watching her.
Davis.
Oh my god.
Thinking you can yell at me and intimidate my ass.
Shanny, you're homeless, living in a tent. God, look at that disgusting mouth. I heard something. What are you doing over there? Are you over there? I'll be right back. No, she was there. She's not there now. Where are you at? She's hiding. She thinks she did something bad. I think she was up on my kitchen counter, sniffing around. And I hate it when she does that because she's got a whole big bowl of food and water. Oh, there she is. She's sitting on the windowsill. Anyway. Well, I'm not going to bother her. She's sitting in the windowsill. You going to come over here? Or you going to? No, she's sitting in the windowsill. She doesn't want to do anything. She wants to look outside.
Doesn't work that way. I'm not afraid of any man. I'm not afraid of any person.
That's a lie. You almost pissed yourself when the cops came and got you. That was an arrest video, and Black Eye TV has it on his channel. Of course, the thing I don't like about that video and is that Black Eye TV has his name and everything just right over the top of it, so it's hard to see. It's hard to see what's going on. I'm not saying he shouldn't have his logo on it, but his logo is blocking the video. I'd say at least 30% of the video, you can't see it because of his logo.
Get along with Crips. Probably the people you avoid.
Yeah. She's saying the Crips, Shanny, the people that you have to be around are people I definitely try to avoid. And do you know why that is? Because I don't have to mess with people like that. I don't have to fuck with, pardon my language, but I don't have to screw around with Bloods and Crips and criminals and crap. Do you know why? Because I have a freaking job. I have a freaking life. I have assets. They might be small and insignificant to some people, but I have assets. I have a life. I can live in such a way to where I don't have to be around people like that. You can't say that. You say, well, I'm around these people. I ain't scared of nothing. Well, you don't have a choice. You have to be around people like that because you're freaking homeless. And you won't get your head out of your ass to prevent it from being homeless anymore. You can't get your head out of your ass to go and fix your problem.
I'm not afraid of any person. You can't yell at me in submission. You think I give a damn?
How much submission do you need, Shanny? or do we need from you? You are definitely under the freaking bus, okay? You are homeless, you're in a tent, you don't have nothing, you live outside, you have to piss and crap outside, you have to wash yourself in a freaking creek. I don't know, I don't know what else. You live like literally the Sasquatch that you resemble. You literally live like that. You have to live out in the wild. You have to live outside of society. And when you come back into society in a certain kind of way, to receive some sort of handout or something, then you are stuck with what's offered. You can't make your choices. Like, God dang, Shanny. God dang, like I don't know how you can sit there and say you're better than others when you have no options. You can't live well. You're in a tent. You can't enjoy life. You claim that you do, but no, bullshit on that. Nobody pretty much over the age of 40 could enjoy being homeless, even if they say, well, let's do this experiment. Let's go camping and we'll live out in the woods and try to live off the land or the kindness of others. Let's try that for a week, which is a stupid thing to do. But let's just picture somebody doing it. If somebody's in their 20s or early 30s and they do this for a week or two, it wouldn't be much. But if you're 40 and older, it's a lot harder to deal with because you're not young like you used to be. You're not as healthy as you used to be, not as spry as you used to be. And the older you are, the more difficult it will be. You know what the average life expectancy of a homeless person is if they stay homeless? 50. 50, Shanny.
I lose a PayPal account, I can open another one up. It doesn't hurt
Hello,
me.
Kathy.
Trust me.
Hello, Thomas.
See, you closing down an account, you
Zealot,
causing
how you
someone
doing?
something that they already work for, money they've already worked for. That shows how exploitative you are.
Wait. What is she saying here? Let me back this up just a tiny bit here. See, we're at 418. Let's go to 405. It sounds like she's trying to say, well, people have worked for their money. How dare you try to get it? Like, look in the mirror.
See, you closing down an account, you causing someone something that they already work for, money they've already worked for. That shows how exploitative.
I think she's talking about herself and getting her YouTube channel shut down. She's complaining about PayPal. So has she's lost a PayPal account recently, and it has something to do with what she was doing with Buffweeb and whatever took place on the Discord. Like I'm at a loss here. So I think I heard her say, well, it doesn't matter if you shut down my PayPal. I'm proud not to be in society. I remember her saying some crap like that. So I'm assuming she had her PayPal shut down. And when you get these platforms shut down like Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo and all, if they shut down your accounts, it's not because of your content. They shut down these accounts because there's fraudulent nonsense happening. So why is she getting her accounts shut down? And somebody, I just got a message here. Okay, I still occasionally get messages from when I used to do stocks. So someone that I used to talk to, like some newsletter, some online newsletter or something. They keep every now and then. I keep getting it and say, "Hey, buy this stock. It's about to make a bunch of money," and they're always penny stocks and stuff. And I don't remember where it was coming from. but every now and then I'll get like a phone call with a text saying, "Hey, buy this stock." And I'm like, no, I'm not in that anymore. And if I did, I wouldn't buy it just because they told me. I'd research it a bit first. But anyway, that's another topic. Um, yeah, so she's complaining that she had her PayPal account shut down. For the life of me, I can't figure out what's happening to get her PayPal account shut down unless she's doing something fraudulent that goes against their platform. We're always hearing about this, right? That they're getting their whatever, however they get their money, they're getting it shut down. Well, some kind of platform, a Venmo, a Cash App, a PayPal, something every couple of months is getting shut down. What the hell are they doing on these platforms?
If you are, and then you put it in the contract, it's satire. I understand it's for your protection, but also if it's shown to your audience.
Wait a minute, there
it's
was an
shown-
actual contract that Buffweave got them to sign? I thought it was some kind of a joke, like okay, like an agreement. Hey, you come on my show, and these things are going to happen. I just want you to know, and I'll give you so much money, like the Stink Tank was. So, what the hell? Fraud. The only reason they shut anything down is for fraud. I wonder what kind of fraud that they did. How do you piss off PayPal? Usually when you shut something down like PayPal, it's because somebody got your information and you don't want them accessing your bank account, because PayPal, you can link, in order to use PayPal the way they have it set up, or had it set up when I had it, is that you had to connect your PayPal account to an actual bank account in order to access your funds. Now I think that might be different now because PayPal does have its own debit card and things like that. So that might be different. It might be like an actual bank now. So it's real. Identity. She's already used Will's Social Security. I bet Zach and Uncle and Mom. Now that's something I hadn't considered. What if she's got her parents' information, Social Security, and she's using their Social Security and stuff? I would love it if she got busted on that. I would love to hear about that. Because that's jail. You're using a dead person's Social Security number and identity to get around you being banned from like PayPal. And I thought, didn't I hear them even like years ago saying that they got their PayPal taken down? So how do you get banned from PayPal? And then like 3 or 4 years later, open another PayPal. They know who you are. You have to enter into your banking information, your identity, and all that stuff. They know who you are unless you're using somebody else's identity. And I will bet you money that she's got her parents' identities, both of them, their Social Security number, job history, everything. And I would not be surprised if she's using those identities to get around all these restrictions that's been imposed upon her. She's changed accounts so many times, she probably uses other people's identities, not likely the boys or her parents since they were dead. Well, actually, you can get away with using a dead relative's identity as long as you do it in small ways. I mean, you can get away with that for quite a while. And and we know Shanny only cares about right now. She don't care about the future, and she wants people to just put the past away. So I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I really don't know. But like I say, I would not be surprised. And like I said it before, she's probably got like a book of people that she has contacted online and tried to have friendships with, and she's been able to talk them out of giving up like a critical piece of information that would allow them to get other information, which would allow them to access, their identity and open up false accounts and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if they were able to do that.
How fucking full of shit you actually are. That you're making shit up. That you're lying to the people. That you're pretending that it's fucking truth.
Yeah, I that's too bad, Sabella. She said her sister would sign up. That's identity theft. Did she get in trouble? Did she get busted doing it? I know you get away with it for a while, but eventually you get found out. Especially when Social Security wants to know, hey, why this person is deceased? Why are their banking accounts in this person's name? Um, he had to send the obituary note. Well, your sister sounds like a real piece of work. I'm sorry. Uh, that sounds like one of my relatives. And yeah, I know that people can do that with family members because my own parents did that. Put a phone in their daughter's name when the phone company shut them down because they owed money. They owed like a ton of money that didn't pay the phone bill. So they used my sister's name and identity to get the phone service turned back on in her name. And so I know stuff like that happens. And also my family does not know I know this, but and I will say this because both my mother and father are dead, so there's nobody to go after. Um, my father was getting full Social Security retirement. I mean, he had the whole thing, and so no, wait a minute. I think he was getting early Social Security retirement, like I am now. He was getting early Social Security retirement, and to get around the amount of money, like this year, it's $2,040 per month. I can't make above that and still get my Social Security, but um, and that's until I reach full retirement age, which is 67. After that, I can work as much as I want. Um, so my father was under the same restriction when he was my age, and so what he did is he worked. He had a friend that owned the restaurant that he worked at. He's friends with the owner, and her name is Dorothy Harmon, and she owned a place that's no longer in existence. It's a place called Dorothy's Kitchen, and he worked as the cook there for a very long time. He was the cook and caterer for her restaurant, and my dad was a gourmet chef, and so he worked while he was getting early retirement, but he worked under my mother's name and Social Security. And Dorothy Harmon allowed it, so she was in on it. She allowed it. I don't know why she would. She put herself at risk doing that. But when I found out about it, I turned him in. I turned him in because I was having problems with my family at the time anyway. They really pissed me off over the years, and so and then when I found out about it, and just like with Shanny, the person that told me was the person who was doing it. My dad told me he was doing it, and I was sitting there listening to him say this. Said why? And I'm thinking, why are you telling me this when you know how pissed I am at you for bullshit? And and I was like, dude, you stole my fucking money when I was a kid. You put me to work and you stole my paychecks and my brother's paychecks. We couldn't even get driver's license. You put us through that bullshit, dude. That's on top of the shit we went through when we were a kid. This is shit we went through when we were supposed to learn how to be young adults. We're supposed to learn how to be adults and how to function in the world. And all you wanted to do was use us. And it's like, that's fucked up. So I turned him in. I said, yeah, this is sort of payback. You did that bullshit to me. You stole my money and crap. You signed my name to my checks and took my freaking money for what, 3 years? And you did the same to my brother Mark. So yeah, this is payback. Well, Dorothy ended up losing her restaurant. I think it might have had something to do with me turning him into Social Security, and I think he had to like pay a big old fine. Like they took all the money back and stuff. Yeah, and she shut her restaurant down. I hope and I think that it was probably had a lot to do with me turning her and him into Social Security. So yeah, if the rest of my family hears this, I think the only person that knew about it was my brother, because I did tell him about it years ago. But the rest of my family doesn't know shit about it. I mean, so yeah, if my sisters, the ones that don't talk to me, and somehow they hear about this, yeah, that was me. I turned his ass in. Live with it.
You rant and rant and rage.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed nobody went to jail. But anyway.
You wanted to piss G-Man off. Isn't that nice? You wanted to piss G-Man off. Guess what? Shanny comes in. Shanny infiltrates. Shanny pisses you the fuck off. Is it funny?
Yeah. And it is funny. Yeah, you can piss me the fuck off. No matter how mad I get at you, and no matter how you say you don't give a damn when you actually do, it doesn't change the fact that you're living in a tent. It doesn't change the fact that you're homeless. It doesn't change the fact that you don't have shit to do. It doesn't change the fact that you can't go to your refrigerator and fix what you want. I just came from the grocery store. I usually go to the grocery store usually about one every 2 days or so. Because, like I say, I can't carry a crap ton of groceries up the stairs. So I only get enough groceries for a few days. I kid you not, I found they had hamburger on sale today. And I'll even show it to you. Yeah, I just bought this today. A few hours ago. I put one in the freezer, but I got two sitting in the refrigerator. But these right here, see, on sale. It's marked on sale. I got 3 of them. Yeah, that's because Shanny, I have a home and I have a refrigerator. I can do that shit, and so can the rest of us. So it sucks to be you, Shanny. Yeah, I went and got some beans. I got some canned beans right here. I'm gonna have me some chili later. I mean, I'm in the mood for chili. So, and if I want chili, I can go and make it. I can go buy the shit and I go make it.
Now, is it funny now that you piss people off? Is it funny? Obviously, you didn't like being pissed
Tuna
off
helper?
very much now and fucking
I haven't had much of that.
insecurities. And you know why I know you're insecure? Because to go and focus on your image, you have to focus on those.
I think she's speaking more of Buff Weeb in this place, because Buff Weeb does like to pose a bit, because he's I'm not mad at him. The guy's pretty buff looking. If I had that, I'd want to show it off. I mean, what's the point in having it? What's the point? What's the point in working out and getting all like cut and everything, as the expression goes, and you're like you got the body. What's the point in doing all that if you don't want people to look at it? because it looks good. So why not? As long as you're not doing anything nasty, as long as you're not like showing your naughty bits and stuff, have at it.
Giant muscles of yours. Cause that makes you a real
Well,
man.
Shanny, why don't you get even and show all your flab? Like, Shanny, you were about 500 pounds. Okay. And I would say you probably lost 100 pounds. So you're in the either low 400s or the really high 300s. Like, I don't think you're less than 400 pounds. You're still pretty huge. And I would say about 250 pounds of that is fat, is just nothing but fat. And 250 pounds of fat doesn't look good. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Your arms look terrible. Your body looks terrible. Shanny, you're one of the few people I know of that can wear a bra both in the front and the back. I mean, I'm not trying to body shame you, but man, when you're tipping the scales at plus 350, unless you're like extremely tall, and even that, you're a bit on the chubby side. But when you're tipping the scales at above 350, you really need to do something about it. You really do.
Right? Give me a break. The realest man
Okay,
that
wait, I
ever
want to read
lived is.
this. Lisa Hobbs says she's pissed because Buff put her PayPal in the negative because she took an advance and quit the contract. He could have taken the entire 500. Okay, are you talking about when she was in the steak tank? Because like I'm having a difficult time picturing that she went back to Buff and then they did something new. Um, he could have taken the entire 500 back, but he didn't. He only left her. He only left her account negative 100. Wait a minute. So she took out, made an advance on the 500. I don't know how you can do that with PayPal, but apparently you can. So she took an advance anticipating the 500, and he only left her account. So what? He took 400 of it back. Is that how her PayPal got shut down? Would they shut you down for that, or would they just want you to like, hey, you got to come up with another $100 somehow? They did a new contract. Oh my goodness. Okay, Granny Whispers saying, believe it or not, our housekeeper bought some tuna helper the other day because I've been kind of sick and not cooking much. I thought it would make a great lunch at first. I was like happy. What is it? Is that a happy face? I can't really see it very well. Oh, it's like an uncertain face. Okay. I can't like why she made such a big deal about not having anything to do with people that she thought took advantage of her, and one of the main ones was Buff Lube, and the other one's G-Man. Why did she go back? Because she knew that that's the only way she could ever make any money without actually having to get a job to do so. I'm wondering. I think her other donors have dried up. I think her donations have dried up, and that's why she's doing this. I'm the special one of God, and I'm actually speaking out against whatever these conspiracies are that high up people talk about, like Joe Rogan and maybe people that are more on the fringe than him, like Alex Jones. But she's trying to include herself in that kind of thing and get people to think that she's actually an okay person and trying to do good, and that way she could get money from them. I think that's what she's doing. She's fishing. She's fishing for new for new fish. So, um, the Muppets would be proud. I don't understand the reference. Um, Kimber the Frog. They were doing something new with Buff. Okay. Um, well, Buff puts a lot of his things behind a paywall. So, and not only that, like I can only take buffweed in like small doses. It took me a while to warm up to the idea of looking at the stank tank, but once I started watching it, the parts that he allowed to be shared without having to go through a paywall, it was gold, man. It was pretty funny. Um, David, unrelated. I don't. Okay, some of these things I don't get the references to some of your comments. I'm sorry. Um, I think the donuts have dried up too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is what she cycles. She cycles. It's funny because the actual YouTube Christians abandoned her a decade ago as soon as they saw what she was. Oh yeah, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take long. Once you start being made aware of her nonsense, then it doesn't take long to figure it out. And I was one of the people that it took a while for me to be like, okay, fine, you're a piece of crap. I mean, I had to watch her do one thing after another. I think she had to do like four different cringy nonsense that a person who had half a brain or half a heart wouldn't be able to do. And mostly it was the stuff she did with her kids, putting them online and doxing them and stuff, and doing terrible things to them, like feeding Jason but not her son. Like, I remember that video. I think it's on Double X Archive somewhere. But she was doing a cooking thing, and as nasty as that food was, and then her son came down. I believe it was the oldest one. Came down and asked if he could have something to eat, and she told him, "Oh, go into the kitchen cabinet and eat some crackers or something." What kind of fucked up bullshit is this? Like, if I was a kid and I came into the kitchen and I see my mom cooking my dad breakfast, and she wouldn't cook anything for the rest of us, that never would have happened, and it would be heartbreaking if my mother said that to me. And, I mean, as messed up as my mother was, she didn't do bullshit like that. When we ate, we all ate. If I mean, it was a meal. It was a family dinner. It was a family breakfast. It was whatever was happening in the kitchen as food was being prepared. It wasn't just being made for one person. It was being made for everybody. So, like, I couldn't stand that. So she had to pull crap like that, a lot of it. I mean, I'm saying at least like I had to see at least like 4 or 5 things before I just finally threw up my hands.
Jesus Christ, and you can't even tie his own shoes, man. You can't even tie Jesus Christ's shoes.
Granny Whisper says, "I have not watched any Shanny at all. Carrie hardly covers her. Oh, I don't watch Carrie. I don't know what she does. I really seriously lost interest in Carrie, Rabbit Old Bat, quite a few of them. I mean, and I don't really look at Miss Hussey that much anymore. I just got tired. It's like nothing. Like Miss Hussey was the most enjoyable of them because he tried to have fun and stuff. He liked to joke around, have fun, and more power to him for that. But he came with so much drama. Like there was like a crap ton of personal bullshit that he would bring with him into these things, or other people would bring up. And I just like I don't have anything to do with any of the stuff. It's when he talked about Shanny and Jason. That's when I usually chimed in. Uh, Whatever beef he had with the other people, like he had something beef with Blazing Banner for a while, who happened to pass away. May she rest in peace. But um, like and whatever was going on with Unicorn Girl and a whole bunch, like I really I had nothing to do with it. I couldn't relate to it. I didn't want to be involved. I didn't care. It was boring to me and kind of dumb. So I really didn't want to like be a part of that. So I don't really go to Miss Hussey anymore. I mean, I wish him all the success and everything, but I just got tired of the content. And that's that's our prerogative. If we don't like a certain person's content, yeah, there's other content. So it's okay.
Come on. Come on. And then you act and I disagreed and I said no to something that I didn't. Is that for your audience? Is that so your audience thinks something?
So that's what this is about. She's pissed at Buffweed. Buffweed cost her money, possibly cost her PayPal account. So I'm still having a difficult time trying to picture how that happened. Because unless you've got like a lot of history with the PayPal platform or the banking institution or whatever, or maybe okay, it could have been a bank was backing it up. So she might have had overdraft protection at a bank. So I could see it working that way. But how does that make your account go down? Unless she shut it down. Unless she shut it down before they could get the $100 out of her bank. I don't know. I need to know more. I don't. It's confusing to me.
For your audience. I think it is. I think it is. Because it's all fucking games with you, bro.
The account was just put in the
It's
negative.
all
Shanny said she
fucking
was just
games with you.
how? Unless you're doing identity theft, how in the world are you just going to open a new PayPal account and it'll be like whatever problems you had with the previous one disappeared? No, if you owe PayPal money, if you got linked through your bank account and all that, you're still going to owe them that money even if you open another account. And why would they not bring all your history from that one PayPal account? Why wouldn't they bring it to your new one? Unless you're coming in as a different person, which is fraud.
It's never the truth. It's never honesty. It's never actual transparency. Because I see through your fucking bullshit. Eventually, more and more people are going to see through your bullshit and show how exploitative you are. You don't like it when the game is played on you, but you want to constantly play the game on other people.
I think they got a list of social security numbers and other people's identities and stuff. I think they got a whole list.
You see how I fucking show the mirror? I'm your mirror, bitch. I'm your mirror to your own behavior, for your own injustice.
You know what I would do if she pulled that shit on me? Like she had my brother's name in one of her books. And she had a list of names. G-Man found it and then talked about it. My brother's name was on that list. And do you know what I would do if I found out that she opened a PayPal account in my name with my social security number and all that? And oh God, I'm getting social security now. If she had all that personal information and she pulled that shit to try to get at my freaking finances, I would make a special trip out to that tent. She better freaking hide. I would make a special trip out to that tent if you pulled some shit like that on me. Because I would see it, hey, you just ruined my life. Maybe I can be institutionalized and I get three hots and a cot. The only thing I got to worry about is not getting assaulted, not getting SA'd in the prison system.
You do to others. You want to cry. You want to whine. You want to bitch and moan. You want to be big man that you are legally tied to me.
What? She's saying that Buffweeb is legally tied to her? In what possible way? Do you have his social security number and personal information?
Bro, the fact that you're legally tied to me now is a big fucking problem. Because you're not just.
Oh, it was a business account on PayPal, not friends and family. They did not. Well, you still got to prove who you are. And I'm pretty sure I remember them complaining that their PayPal account got shut down like a couple years back. I'm pretty sure I heard them complain about that. It could have been Cash App, but I don't think so.
Dealing with me. You're dealing with God. Someone who you can never defeat, nor can mock.
That's a personal bullshit claim that you are making with no proof at all. If you're so tight with God, why don't you miracle some shit? Why don't you know? And I'm sorry about my language, but I'm getting raw right now, and then like, you know, the dander is coming up. So if you're so tight with God, why don't you miracle some shit to happen in your life that will improve your life? You shit talking bitch. You blasphemous shit talking bitch, man. How can any halfway normal thinking man not want to kick you in your smug face? Your smug, hideous, ugly train wreck face. How could any man sit there and listen to you drone on like this, so blasphemous, so smug, so sure of your bullshit, which is nothing? It's nothing but a train wreck. It's nothing but trash. You're trash, Shanny. You are trash. You live in a trash dump tent and you do trash shit. You are trash.
Properly. Because God can't really be mocked, now can he? But yeah, I can totally.
Now, how are we getting away with mocking you? If doing this to you is the same as doing it to God, how is nothing bad happening in our lives? My life is improving. Unless something like unexpected happens, like a big bill or something, like a major car repair or something like that. Unless something like that happens within the next 4 months, it's nothing but net for me. And when I mean like basketball, net swoosh, it's nothing but net. And it's especially going to be that way after March because one of my bills is going to be paid off. One of my debts is going to be paid off in March. Then when I get to the end of the year next year, when I get to December, my car is going to be paid off. So by the end of next year, I'm looking at getting back 150 and about 125. So that's 275 and then another 425 roughly. So that's about $700. I'm looking at getting back $700 a month. As long as everything keeps going and progressing and there's no hiccups, there's no like problems along the way. Now, a lot can happen in a year, but let's say it doesn't. then I'm going to be looking at smooth sailing from that point onward. So why isn't bad stuff happening to me? Why isn't bad stuff happening to all the people that you say are against you? There's nothing bad happening to Buffweeb. From what I can tell, Buffweeb is doing spectacular. So there's nothing happening to any of the people that you're talking about. Nothing's happening to them, Shanny. We're all doing just fine. You, however, are not.
Totally show the contract and show that it says specifically this shit is satire.
Yeah, I'm going to be debt free by the end of next year. I will have no debts. I'll be everything. All my debts will be paid off.
And how full of shit you are with your bullshit. Because it is bullshit. You think I wouldn't infiltrate?
And I was just talking to my sister earlier tonight. I had some extra time with my client. My client was taking a nap. So I called my sister on the phone and had like about a 15-minute conversation. And yeah, we're talking about me possibly moving back out to where she is, and she's talking about getting a house and everything. And I don't know if that's going to happen, but she's talking about getting a house, and she's wanting me to move in. She's talking about buying a house with an extra room or something, an area that she said they were looking at this one house, and it's like it can be divided up into like part of the house can be like a separate apartment with its own everything, and she's talking about let me move in and stuff, and like I say, it's something that we're talking about, but it's not like set in stone or anything, but yeah, so yeah, I got relatives, I got family. And when that happens, regardless, I'm going to move back home in 2 years. As long as nothing bad happens, I'm going to, no matter what my sister has planned. I mean, I have my own plan in case, if somehow she's in that situation where she can afford to do that, heck, man, I might jump on that. And but I have my own plan. So in 2 years, I'm going to be moved back to my hometown of Topeka, or at least in the area of Topeka, and I'm going to be living off my Social Security because my Social Security and the cost of living out there would be low enough where I could do so, and I won't have any debts. I won't have any like debts I have to pay. I just have to just pay my living expenses, which my Social Security could easily do in Topeka because the cost of living is so low there.
People of the Illuminati just to fucking expose them? The hell I wouldn't! The hell I wouldn't! With your satanic ritual abuse, you don't like that shit, do you? You don't like it when it's called out. You know what happens, honestly, when it comes to witchcraft and you call out the witchcraft?
Yeah, as long as there's no hiccups. As long as there's no major hiccups along the way, it looks like it's a pretty good like future or whatever. It's doesn't look like there's going to be very many problems. And so if Shanny is so adamant that we're all going to suffer because we dared say anything about her or deny her our resources, then hey, bring it on. You're powerless. Shanny, you have nothing. And even if you had a case, like say you had some kind of lawsuit that that you have a chance of winning and stuff, you can't afford no lawyer. No lawyer is gonna no lawyer is going to do anything on your behalf. You got to get yourself out of the bullshit first. That means you got to get out of that tent and get into a house or an apartment. And that's going to take a great deal of effort. because like I said it before, I know what she wants. She wants to move into somebody's house, just like she did with the uncle's house. She wants all of us, you out there. I pointed at my phone, but all of you out there. Um, she wants one of you, somebody, to let her move in. That's what she's holding out for. That's what she's hoping for. That she will appear so pathetic, so put upon, that some dumbass will let her move in. Vaughn is doing the same thing. If you've listened to his videos recently, he's griping that there's not a woman out there that'll let him move in. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody to mooch off of in a big way. And I don't mean like an occasional like $100 or $50. I mean like they move in and they take over. They take over your finances. They take over, just like what you did with Jason and Jason's family. She just takes over everything. Takes over your bank accounts. Takes over your online presence. Takes over your home, and just wrecks it. Wrecks it all until there's nothing left. There's nothing left but ashes.
And you say exactly what's going on, it has no power to it. The magic is gone. That's what I did. I took your magic, I canceled it, I shut it off, and I sent it into the world for everyone to fucking see. You see how that works? You should have learned how to fucking respect me. You should have learned not to play fucking games
Or
with
what?
me.
Or what? Pointing your finger at me or your audience. At what? You can take that finger and shove it up your butt. Look how nasty those fingernails are. I mean, it's not as bad as Vaughn's, but damn.
Because once you play a game to me, guess what? I'm gonna show the game.
So? You're a homeless person bitching about your lot in life. So fucking what?
Do you not like the game being shown? Do you not like to be shown how exploitative you are? Do you not like to be shown?
I don't care, Shanny. I don't care how exploited you think you are. I don't give a damn. Like Buffweeb did something, that's between you and him. Not you and him and the internet. Like nobody cares, Shanny. The reason why nobody cares is because you're just a horrible, twisted piece of human garbage. Nobody's going to care what your bitches, what your sorry, I mispronounced that. Nobody's going to care what your bitch is, simply because of all the history of just vileness. And if somebody did take advantage and exploit you, which is the only currency you got left on YouTube anyway, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to have sympathy for a horrible thing like you. Nobody's going to care. And nobody is impressed by how you weaponized some bullshit concept of the Christian faith. No, nobody, like how it's like you weaponizing bullshit like that is like me being intimidating by having a pistol that shoots nothing but blanks. Your ability to weaponize whatever is laughable. Nobody buys it. at all. Just like nobody buys Vaughn's claims of superhuman powers, magical powers. Nobody buys that. It's like, dude, that's the shit you say when you're like 12.
How you're nothing but a dirty, rotten motherfucker just like Clive Davis with your fucked up, stupid contracts. You're no different than Clive Davis when he ripped fucking TLC off, motherfucker.
I don't know who these fuckers are, and I don't give a shit. I know who you are.
And you damn well know it. I'm all business, yeah. I'm not. That's your
Aspen
first
Alpine
mistake.
says she is not only a disgrace or poor excuse for a human. God dang it, I messed up. You barely touch these things and they have a fit. She's not only a disgrace and a poor excuse for a human, but she's also lost her damn mind. Yep. Shanny thinks she's a celebrity. That's because they confuse infamy with fame. And they always have. Her and Jason. When Jason, look, you all seen the picture Jason put as a thumbnail on his channel? Like, he hasn't done any content for dang near a month, but you all look at that picture. He looks like he should be on a sex offenders list. He like, really, the dude looks like a pervert. Yeah, he's dressed up all decked out in his horrible attempt at being a female. And he looks like he did too much time in prison and was passed around for cigarettes a lot.
I'm all truth, baby. I have a love for the truth that you can't seem to stand.
Yeah, didn't Chris Chan, like, I barely know who these people are. Like, didn't Chris Chan get in trouble for messing around with an underage person? I thought I heard that rumor. Is that true? And of course, I know all about Cyrex.
Because you make money off bullshit lies. And
No, Shanny, I make money off of Social Security payments, benefits that I get because I've worked during my life. So I get my money there, and I get my money from my part-time job. But now my full-time job is now my part-time job. So that's where I get my money. I get a tiny bit from YouTube, roughly around $30 to $40 a month. So no, you're barking up the wrong tree, Shanny. Most of us make our money because we have income from jobs, and some of us have disabilities. Some of us get money through the government largesse because we qualify. Like, some of us are retired, so we get Social Security retirement benefits. Some of us are disabled, so we get disability benefits. Some of us actually work a 9 to 5 job. Some of us actually work 2 or more jobs, like Sabella here. And she gets to share in whatever Nick gets. So claiming that we all make a crap ton of money off of your content is just moronic.
Seat. Remember, it's in the contract that everything you say is satire. Liar. Liar. Liar.
Shanny calling somebody else a liar is really rich. It is rich.
Liar. 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 While a bunch of people are thinking that what you say is true, and it's not.
For a second there, when I had it pause for a moment, it looked like somewhere deep down inside of Shanny is that skinny, attractive woman trying to get out that she used to be like back when she was like 18. like she's just like she's for a second there, I thought I seen her. Like her facial expression was a certain way, and you could almost like see past the years for a second, and the years and the pounds and all that, and the insanity. And so there's that young, attractive young lady trying to get out. Let me out! Let me out! Somewhere down deep down inside of her, that woman is screaming to get out.
See, I was waiting for you to fuck up. I was waiting for you to do something fucking dingy and dirty. I was waiting to expose it. See, unfortunately for you, you never put anything in the contract that talked about exposure.
Scratch that boil, scratch that wart. Yeah, and she almost got it. She almost got it. God, she has such a maniacal, beastly laugh. Like she got such a villain laugh, doesn't she? She's like a Gotham villain. Okay, if she were a Gotham villain, what would her name be? What would she call herself? Well, like I can't think of anything. What would she call herself? Land whale? that's been wore out. But it has like look at that smile and picture that laugh. Oh, the singing fat lady. Okay, there you go. It's like I was picturing her like in a circus, the like maybe with a little bit of clown makeup. Of course, that's been done by the Joker, but the fat lady sings or whatever. I don't know. Ursula. she's very manly. I am offended by her laugh. I am like it just offends me, and it's just like it's monstrous. It's like so opposite of being a woman. She's just like and like if you close your eyes and you hear that laugh, you imagine a 600-pound beast woman coming at you.
See, I know you fucking stupid goddamn Masonic fucking Illuminati pieces of shit out there. You want my
They don't even know you, Shanny.
soul. Well, here's the truth. You can't buy nobody's soul even though you think you can. You really can't.
Who wants your soul? Yuck. Your soul is probably just as disgusting as the rest of you.
So do what you have to do. Do increase satanic ritual abuse towards someone. Go do it. Make you feel so
If they
big
can see themselves from 5 years ago, if they can see their future selves, would it actually change anything? I don't think so. I don't think it would.
inside gives your peepee a hard on. Go do it. Because you know what? Jesus took it too. He took that shit too. He took whatever you satanic motherfuckers did and he took it. But he also exposed you at the same time. shouldn't have done someone dirty. They wouldn't have to have the
Excuse me.
need, the want, the application to expose you.
Ugh.
So, hey,
What is she rambling
fair
on about?
game. You treat me like shit, I'll show the contract of how dirty the contract was.
Nobody cares.
I'll show the people how full of shit you are.
Shut the fuck up and go talk to a cop about it. Quit crying and go see a lawyer.
Because your intimidation don't work with me. I don't care if I lose another fucking PayPal account.
You should. But I mean, if you do what we suspected you do, then yeah, you probably wouldn't care because you probably use somebody else's identity on this one, and you probably are just going to be able to open another one in another identity. So I really wish you'd get busted. I really wish you'd end up getting in trouble with the law for some of this crap. I don't know how she doesn't get in trouble with the law. And the only thing I can think of is that her offenses are so small that they probably wouldn't. At least up till now, they haven't like really wanted to deal with it. But your luck's going to run out. And if you're doing what I suspect you've been doing, I'm pretty sure they're watching you. Because they do that sometimes. If if they suspect somebody is like getting things fraudulently, or like say if somebody's using stolen credit cards, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, they'll let them. Let's say unemployment security fraud. Let's say you are lying to the unemployment office that you're really working somewhere. You're working under the table or something like G-Man does, and you're collecting unemployment, and they almost find out immediately. But what they do is they watch you. They watch you go ahead and get your unemployment fraudulently, and they'll wait like until you get to the last check, and you got the last check that you're allowed to get. Then they bust you, because then they got all those checks that you cashed, that you received, and you spent. They got all that as proof, and then they got all these counts against you. So it's not just like one or two. It's like there's no way that you're not going to go to jail, because they don't want to bust you on the first couple and then you just get a slap on the wrist. No, they want to get you into like you're like really in deep, and there's no way that you're going to be able to get out of it. So I hope deep inside that this is happening, that there are people in authority that are watching you. They know what you're doing. In fact, they know more than we do, because they have access to information that we don't have access to. They're good at their jobs. The police detectives and all, they're good at their jobs. They know what they're doing. So I would love that. I would love that if she gets busted.
Oh no, what am I supposed to do? Open up another one. Oh no, someone else is clawing back the money on PayPal.
And this is over like what, a $500 amount, and she went in the hole $100. Like, yeah, she was complaining about 20 before, now she's complaining about 100. This is small stuff, Shanny. This is bullshit. If somebody conned me out of $100 or cheated me out of $100 or $20, you know what I would do? Yeah, I would be happy about it, but I would move on. It's 112. So I guess that money's gone. That sucks. That would be my attitude. Yeah, I'd be pissed a little bit, but I wouldn't be like, you're crying like he stole thousands of dollars from you. Shanny, you lost a free house. Who cares about $100? You lost a free house. And you lost it because you wouldn't get off your ass and clean anything. She's not mad at all that she lost a house and now she's living in a tent. I mean, she's complaining about what she has to put up with. Oh, we only get one meal a day. We don't even get to pick what we want. We just have to eat what they give us. That's because you don't have a house and you're homeless. You don't have money. When the rest of us do, we can eat what we want. We don't have to like have someone like there's nobody going to come through my front door, go into my kitchen and tell me, "Hey, you have to eat this." Like that's the life you have, Shanny. You don't have freedom. You want to make it look like you do. Oh, we're out and about. We're experiencing freedom. No, you're not. I'm experiencing freedom. Everybody pretty much in my audience is experiencing freedom because they don't have to worry like, oh my God, it's raining. What are we going to do? I don't give two craps if it rains because I'm in an apartment. I don't care if it rains. It's not going to hurt me. But if I were in a tent, it would cause problems because your tent might leak. You might have water run into your tent from runoff on the ground. You might have to worry about insects, the next morning. And then you want to talk like there's no way we could possibly know what your living conditions are like. All we got to do is imagine it. We don't have to see it. All we got to do is use common sense. Gee, if I'm in a tent and it rained, how much would that suck? It would suck a lot. Gee, if I were living in a tent and it snowed and the temperature dropped, how much would that suck? A lot. So, no, we're the ones that have freedom. We have warm beds to sleep in. We have comfortable places to have our conversations. We have loved ones that we can speak to that understand us. We got a kitchen full of food. We can fix what we want when we want. We don't have to go somewhere and be there at a certain time or we're not going to eat. You know how much that would suck? I mean, yeah, I get you're not paying for it, so there's that benefit. But the penalty outweighs the benefit by far. I would much rather spend like $50 on some groceries that's going to last me like 3 days, and then I get to fix what I want when I want it, rather than have to do what you do. That's what you look. Half your goddamn teeth are rotting out of your mouth. Lord, this woman just does not understand reality, man.
Because they get mad. They get frustrated. They don't like being told that what they're doing is wrong. What they're doing is unethical. What they're doing is...
It don't mean shit. It doesn't mean nothing, Shanny. If I put you out here and I exploited you a bit, got some money for it, the only way that would bother me is if I have a problem with exploiting you, because I would believe that it was wrong and that I did something bad. But if I had no problem with it, like apparently Buffy don't have a problem with it, you saying it don't mean nothing. It doesn't change nothing. You could You can accuse me and anybody else of doing all the terrible things you have accused us of and exploiting you and all that. It isn't going to mean anything. We're still going to have what we have. We're still going to have our bank accounts. We're still going to have our jobs. We're still going to have our homes. We're still going to have our property. It doesn't matter if you complain, even if it were true. It doesn't matter. It's not changing nothing. So why are you acting like because if you say something to us, somehow it devastates us? I used to get pissed at G-Man for talking like that. When he would say, "Well, I destroyed your argument," and so if you have that and the $500 to pay your rent, you'll just be able to pay your rent. It doesn't mean nothing. Just because you claim a certain thing doesn't affect us unless we allow it. And who's going to allow it?
It's more immoral. They don't like that. You don't like it to be called immoral, to be called unethical. You don't like that. You don't like it when the light shines upon you. You hate that.
Went 4 months, no shower. Oh, wait a minute. I have to read the one above. And Shanny, I was a Marine grunt in combat from 18 to 30. You were in the Marines for 12 years? That's impressive. I lived outside, run out of food, been out in the pouring rain for days, been so cold I huddled between men, all while trying not to get killed. Went 4 months, no shower. Wow. Well, thank you for your service, buddy. And yeah, that sounds awful. But you get credit for that. That's its own special kind of valor, and you do get credit for that. You were doing something that had to be done, unlike these idiots. Um, well, that's pretty magnanimous of you, Hatfield. Um, you see, Shanny, that is humility. That is somebody who knows how to be humble. Because he just said that he doesn't deserve the thank you, but I disagree. And he says that the ones that didn't make it deserve the thank you. That's a really cool thing to say. It really is. That is humility. You don't know the first thing.
You hate that. And trust me, I guarantee G-Man is probably loving this video so fucking much right now.
Yeah,
He's
it's people like Hatfield's brothers in arms. It's people like that that make it possible for people like me in order to have income, to have jobs, to have be able to enjoy the freedoms that I have. You, Shanny, are not grateful for nothing. You just want to use. That's all you want. You just want to use. And then when you're done using someone, you toss them aside. I've watched it. I've watched you do this. How you treated that one lady named Lisa, who was an elderly person, and she's on a fixed income, a disability thing. She had a disability, had to be in a wheelchair most of the time, and she gave up her pain medicine because you lied to her. You lied to her and you said that you were starving and you and your kids needed groceries and your EBT was gone. Your EBT run out. You gave her something about the EBT that you weren't able to use it or it was used up or something. So she gave up her pain medicine so that you could feed your kids. And guess what? You not only lied about needing that money for that reason to buy groceries, because you bought weed with it. You said you needed to feed your kids. Your kids were already in CPS custody. Your kids were already in foster care. So you lied about needing money to feed your kids. Your kids weren't even with you. You're nothing but a lying sack of shit. And all you want to do is con people out of their money. That's all you, and you have the frickin' balls to claim to be some divine being above the rest of us, and you're going to judge us because we won't give you our bullshit. We won't give you our money. We won't give you our homes. We won't treat you like you're a fucking child that we have to raise up. You have the balls to claim divinity, you blasphemous bitch. And we know the bullshit that we know about you.
Loving it. It ain't making him mad, motherfucker. It's making him happy. I thought you wanted to make G-Man miserable.
God, I would love to be Jason for like. This is really telling how much I despise this. I despise her shit. I would love to be Jason for 5 minutes. I would love to be Jason for 5 minutes. I would beat the holy fuck out of you. I would. I would. I'm sorry. That's why it can't happen. I mean, even in a hypothetical, I would have to run the fuck away because, I mean, Jason's stuck there. He can't go anywhere. At least in his mind, he can't go anywhere. I mean, he can physically be away from her presence for a little while, but he's always got to come back. I mean, if that was the situation I was stuck in, I would be in jail for beating the holy shit out of her. For everything. For everything. Thank God I'm not.
Right? Your words, not mine.
And what are you going to do to me, Shanny? What are you going to do to me for saying that? You're going to take away my Social Security? You're going to get me fired from my job? It's impossible.
You think I need to make a mentally unstable man angry, upset. Wait until he starts going after you, you stupid motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Wait
about
until
that. She conned some woman out of $4,000 by saying that she needed to feed her kids. I remember that. And her and her husband were so embarrassed that they didn't pursue it. I know they emailed me. The guy, well, no, they didn't email me. They talked to me in my live stream, and they were over. I don't think they wanted anything. I mean, I wish they would have pressed charges because that would have got Interpol involved. And she would have been guilty of wire fraud, international wire fraud.
he starts sending his people after you. Because obviously you don't fucking know. Or you fucking don't care. I don't know. I think Chicago has really blinded you to make you think that you're so goddamn tough, and you're fucking not. You're just a pussy ass bitch who fucking thinks about your fucking body and thinks that makes you superior than others.
Why is that a slight? Why is that a slight, Shanny? He worked out. He got himself in shape. And I think the reason why you have a problem with that is because you're the opposite. You're a flabby, lazy, bloated nothing. And he's cut. Okay, he's cut. I have to admit it. He's cut. He looks good. Like, why are you mad at him for that? I can only think you're just jealous. I guarantee you, Shanny, that if somehow, like say a year from now, you could transform your body into like, I'm not really into muscle women, the women that do the bodybuilding, but let's say you transformed yourself into something like that, you'd be showing that shit off every chance you got. Because you're on here trying to convince people, or at least you have been on here trying to convince people that you're some hot, desirable piece of ass. I'm sorry, you're not. You're only desirable to sick fucks. That's the only man that would ever want you is a sick fuck. And guess what? He's right next to you. That twisted, sick, sexually deviant, just pervert. That's what you get.
When really it just shows how insecure you are with yourself. It shows your own self-hatred. The fact that you go after other people shows your own self-hatred, your insecurities. Because, see, a real motherfucker, someone who actually has confidence, doesn't need
a real MF. Who are you? You homeless, jobless, lazy, nasty hag. Who are you to tell what something real is? You're not real. There's nothing real in your life. Everything you have is worthless. Everything. Like I said, the only commodity you have that has any value is whatever this exploitative stuff you're talking about is the fact that somebody like Buffweed can put you out there and parade you around like this freak show, and people pay to see it. That's the only commodity you have right now because you chose it. And you don't have anything real in your life. Not even your past is real. Your past is stolen from others. From me, from Sabella, and multiple other people. From you even stolen from Feudy Beauty. There's nothing about you is you other than your bulk. Your bulk and your freaking insane bullshit ramblings. That's the only thing of you that's actually you. Everything else is taken from others.
go after someone. I don't have to go after you.
You couldn't if you tried.
But the truth has to prevail. The truth has to be said.
We already know the truth, Shanny. The truth is that you're just a piece of shit. And the only bragging rights you have is that somehow you can resist being flushed down the toilet. You're that big turd in the toilet that just won't flush.
Has to be shown. It has to be exposed. And the fact that you're contractually tied with me makes it so much more laughable at this time. Because I could
I'm gonna
technically
let her
make your
ramble on.
life a living
I'm gonna fix
goddamn
something.
hell. And you are stuck with me. Unless you want to forfeit the contract so you don't have to deal with me. Until then, you're going to have to deal with me. And I can kick your ass however I want. See, I'm teaching the celebrities. I'm teaching the people who are sinners, the people who are under contract, that fuck, if they're gonna put you under a dirty fucking contract, fuck, give them exactly what they fucking deserve. Which is their own self-reflection of hatred onto you. Give them what they deserve. These fucking dirty contractors, these fucking dirty producers, these fucking dirty managers who want to go and lick the fucking asshole of Satan just so they can get a little extra more fucking coin.
And even if that stuff were true, it's got nothing to do with any of
Oh,
us.
they know you're poor. They know you're desperate. They know you need the money. So, let's exploit them a little. Let's make them do all the fucking work while I just sit there smoking my blunt, drinking my alcohol, smoking my cigarettes, and making myself feel real good. Look at me. I'm exploiting a motherfucking homeless person. Look at me. I'm exploiting a motherfucking homeless person. I'm such a good fucking person. I'm so fucking good.
Here she goes. She sounds like a
No,
little
you're
kid.
exploitative. No matter how much you say it, you're exploitative.
Exploitative.
Any person would say it. Any good lawyer would look at the fucking contract and know how exploitative it is. Any good lawyer. You're full of shit, dude. And you damn well know how much of full of shit you are. And because of that, that makes you probably feel really insecure.
Better.
Really insecure. So yeah, I'm gonna do what I have to do to survive. You can do what you have to do to survive.
Yeah, you'll do that.
And if I want to fuck you up for fucking me up and getting most of the dime for it, I'll fuck you up. I'm street, motherfucker. What are you? A fucking Nepo baby? A fucking Nepo baby? A fucking rich boy? A fucking boy that gives everything to him fucking self? A fucking whiny, fucking greedy Nepo boy?
Remember when she claimed to be
That's what you are.
a few months ago?
That's what you are. I'm fucking street. I'm street. Come get me. Come get me, Illuminati. Come get me. I need it so bad.
Please come and get her.
I told you can't fucking program me. Do what you have to do. I don't give a shit.
Why are you
Intimidate. Intimidate.
Oh, my cat's over here.
That's all you stupid fucking Illuminatis know how to do is intimidate. Intimidate. Intimidate, scare, frighten. Put them under control.
She knows I'm fixing something, so she's over here.
Put them under control so I can do what I want with them. It's what you do. It's what you do. It's what you do is exploit. is exploit, is exploit, is exploit. Because you're insecure about yourself. Because you can't be honest. Because you want everything to be satire. That you want everything to be a mess. That you want to go and
See, I
lie
told you she
about a
started singing
motherfucking
like a kid.
bitch.
There she goes.
It's okay. My people, the real ones, they see you for who you are.
Who gives a shit?
Trust me. I get the messages. I get the messages.
How does that help you?
And I think it's funny at this point. I think it's funny. Because, see, right now you're trying to hide your evil. You're trying to hide it. I gotta try to distract more people from me being a fucking piece of shit.
You're trying to pretend your evil didn't exist.
Not really. Wait until the contract comes out. Then you're really gonna see what kind of piece of shit you are. People are really gonna see it. Do you want that? Do you want that? See, you could have treated someone with respect. You could have treated someone with dignity. But no, you sent vile people to me. Because they make you money. They pay you to treat someone like a piece of shit. They pay you to treat someone like a piece of shit. And you do it even though you're not being honest. Remember, it's satire, right? Satire.
She's just rambling. She's on some kind of like drug high or something.
You have 10 days to repent to the Lord.
Sleep it off.
If not, you're going to lose something big.
Bullshit.
Big. I've also told your motherfucking ass that social workers are watching. I already told your fucking ass that authorities are watching. See,
you said that like they're the police.
NDAs and contracts
do
not
what the hell are they gonna do to me?
Cover crime. Period. Ain't that some bitch? Ain't that some bitch? Ain't that some bitch? I already told you. I warned you. You didn't want to listen. You didn't want to treat someone with respect. You didn't want to go and treat them with human dignity. You want to be this big man, this big boss yelling at me, yelling at a woman.
Oh, now you're going to play the woman card, right?
You want to yell at a woman. You probably want to go and choke me out. I'll be honest with you right now.
Actually, that thought does cross
Do it.
my mind.
Do it. Do it. Probably not going to, though. Probably too much of a coward to actually do it. But again, do it.
Get a job.
Do it. Make my day. Make my day. I'll go to heaven. How about
Get a
that?
job,
I'll
clean
go to
something.
heaven while you go to fucking jail. Do it. Do it, motherfucker. Do it. You see? And you're right. All they have is obsession. You quite right. That's all they have is an obsession. That's all they have. because their obsession helps them with their own personal insecurities. I don't like that person because they did something that I did that I didn't like within myself, and I'm just gonna treat them like shit so I can feel better about doing the same thing that they've done instead of being a rational person, and I don't know, trying to understand
Can you imagine
them.
being this nuts? Over a measly $120.
Be big mad, homie. Be big mad like you are now. I got you to rage. You wanted G-Man to rage so much. I got you to rage. And I bet G-Man was laughing the whole time. You gave him what he wanted. Do you know that?
Who gives a damn?
Do you know that, big man? Big, muscular, tough guy. See, what you don't seem to realize is my real ones, they're truthers. The real ones, they want to know the inside of the industry and how crooked it is. They want to know. See, I know I've been in the industry since I was 13 fucking years old, and you motherfuckers never left me alone. You always followed me, you always chased me because you're so fucking insecure about exposure. So, I'm giving you what you fear the worst. Exposure. I mean, what's so wrong with transparency? You expect me to be transparent all the time, but yet you don't want the transparency to be lightened upon you because you want to continue to lie like a little boy, like a small-dicked boy.
Man, she's obsessed with fart on.
See, turning off the audio because, again, they're inserting their fucking opinions that aren't fucking true. You don't like that, do you? You don't like it, do you? All of you are being exposed. All of you.
Oh, no.
Every single one of you are being exposed of what kind of shitless piece of shit, insecure, hurtful people you are, because you want a distraction on what kind of humans you are without realizing every time you run your mouth, you're showing the real ones who you fucking are. You think people don't realize how bullied and fucking TI'd I am? How I'm targeted? How I'm stalked? How my life has been blown apart by you people? You think they don't notice? They fucking do notice. They know. They know. They know. They know. They see it. More and more people every day are beginning to see it. They're beginning to see that you are gain stalking. You are doing illegal behavior. It is illegal to gain stalk. It is illegal to treat people like that. It is illegal. It is a hate crime. Do you get that?
Shut up. Hate crime against what group?
You want to try to push everyone you don't like into suicide because you're fucked up in the head and you're so insecure that you don't want to let people exist in this world. I exist. I exist. I'm human. I have feelings. I'm flawed. I'm human. I exist. You have a problem with people existing who you don't like. You have a problem with that.
Well, that's kind of the definition of having
Would
a
you put
problem.
that on yourself? If people don't like you, should you not exist? Should you not be taken care of? Because I don't like you. Should I put that same fucking thing on you? How you treat me?
What is that? I'm rubber, you're glue.
Oh, that would be a no. That would be a no.
That would
You
be
can't intimidate someone who's already been intimidated. You can't intimidate someone who's already has peaceful resolve. You can't intimidate someone whose whole purpose is to expose the unfruitful works of darkness.
Peaceful resolve.
You can't do it. So you bitch, you moan, you slander. You twist stories. You turn things into they're not for your own benefit. And when the energy is returned back to you, you can't fucking stand it and you yell like a little goddamn bitch. Check. 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 Do your worst, stupid ass. Do your worst. Do your very worst. Because that's all you can do is your very worst. Because your very best is
She's
dead.
lost it.
Because you
She's completely
refuse
lost her
to
mind.
exercise the very best of you.
Nestle's
You
makes the very
refuse.
best.
You refuse.
I just remember
It's
that
not
when she
as
said that.
profitable.
Nestle's makes the very best. Chocolatey. She sounds like a nut. Okay, I'm about to eat my dinner here, so I'm going to cover up the cameras because that way I'm not eating on camera because I really hate that. But I don't want to end the live stream just yet, but I do want to eat. So hopefully you all can still hear me. So I'm doing a voice test real quick just to make sure that me covering that up didn't cover up the audio. So hopefully you all can still hear me. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Sell out.
Sell out.
Sell out. Sell
Up there
out.
you have decent lives and
Buff is a
you can eat in your
sellout.
homes.
Buff is a liar. Buff is
Pretty
a
much do whatever you want. You don't have to answer
Buff is an
nobody.
exploiter of homeless people, mentally ill people.
Nope, just you.
Exploit.
You just happen to be homeless.
Exploit. MK Ultra brainwash. Handle.
She's gone nuts.
I see what you do to the celebrities. I see how you fucking people work. No wonder they are the way they are. I don't blame them.
Well, I fixed myself some chili.
But go destroy me some more. Maybe if you destroy me some more, maybe that'll make you even more powerful as a person, man. Maybe your dick will get more harder if you destroy some more.
God, will you shut up about penises? I'm trying to eat.
Yeah. You have no real power. You just have the illusion of what power is. Real power real strength comes in sacrifice. Real strength comes in not giving a fuck of what anyone has to fucking say, and you do your own fucking thing. That's what real strength comes from. You, on the other hand, you just want to exploit people for your own fucking pocketbook. And the people are so fucking dumb that they actually give you fucking money for you to lie to them.
That's not why they give him money. They give him money because he's entertaining.
You're paying for fiction, folks. You're paying for fiction. And then you pretend that fiction is truth. That's called delusional thinking, by the way.
Says one of the most
Delusional.
delusional people I've ever seen online.
Delusional. And then you want to get mad at people who you think are lying when you lie about these people every goddamn day.
Pot, meat kettle.
But I think honestly, you pretend you're mad just so you can like stir some kind of guilt or depression or shame in someone.
I don't even
But
know how
what
to
if
make
they're
sense out of
telling the
this.
truth? How are you gonna gain and garner shame and guilt from someone who's actually being 100% honest?
Sure you are.
You really can't. But
You still
honestly,
don't say you lied.
you
You
really
lied
can't.
about having cancer. You
People are
still
like,
can't
why
admit
doesn't
that.
she have any shame? Because I'm
had to
telling the
be-
truth.
you
I'm
had
not
to
going to
be
be
forced into
fucking
saying it,
shameful or
then you-
guilty about
and
the
then you
goddamn
retracted it.
truth. Why don't you feel this way over this situation? Because that's not what the situation is. Maybe you should look more about how people react to the situation before assuming
even
what
know
the
what that means.
situation is. Maybe you should ask them what the situation is. And when they tell them what the situation is, maybe you should fucking believe them. Maybe you should. You know, when someone tells you who they are, you probably should believe them.
Yeah, nobody ever
When
lies.
someone tells you they're not here to play fucking games, you probably should fucking believe them, because I don't
What?
need to play a goddamn game. I have the goddamn truth. I'm always going to
So you
have the
say.
truth. I'm always going to have the truth. The truth shall set me free, and free I am
It
indeed.
sure has.
Where's your truth? Oh, wait, your truth is hidden because you're too insecure to come out and say how you really
There
feel.
is no your truth, my
what the
truth.
truth really
is truth.
You're too insecure because that's not what your audience pays you to do.
This is a big part of your delusion.
Your audience doesn't pay you
You
to tell.
think that there's different truths for different people. That's bullshit. There's different circumstances for different people. But there's one truth for everybody. Everybody has to live according to reality, regardless of their circumstances. There's one reality, there's one truth. And you're living in it just like the rest of us. The same consequences will happen to me if I make the same choices you have. That's just fact of life, Shanny. There is one truth, but there's different circumstances.
The truth. Your audience tells you to lie, harass, abuse, slander, It's what your audience tells you to do, and you do it because you're a bitch. But I'm not a
Well,
bitch.
he's a bitch with a home and a bank account and a career and a job. This is just his hobby. I know he said what his career is, but I forget. But what do you say, like accountant or something? I don't remember.
And I'm really not afraid of any ramifications because I'm not a bitch. Maybe you shouldn't have treated me like a bitch and think that I was your fucking hoe on the fucking leash. No, 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 no. I'm not.
Chetty,
I'm
nobody
not.
will ever mistake you for a whore.
Poor baby. So you go stay really big mad when you're
You're a slut
contractually obligated to suck
and a
my
skank
dick.
and easy,
Have a nice day.
but you're not a whore. That means nobody would pay you for sex, Jenny.
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account.
Okay.
When you're ready to record,
I call you for help and you arrest me!
That sounds like Shanny.
It's okay.
Shut up.
My people,
Shut up.
the real ones, they see.
All right. So let's go to Fat Photog and let's look at a little bit of Von Helton. Let's see. Wait a minute, isn't that the same one as? Oh, no, they're different. Okay. They're talking about the same thing. The real Stink Shady. Wow, he put out a few. Oh, wait, these are old. Let me go to videos. Okay. Well, I think we covered that one already. Yeah. These are the two we need to talk about here.
All righty, folks. Today's morning coffee, which is ironically a little late. I had some things to do this morning. But anyway, this is your morning coffee here on TikTok, your conservative voice, James Paul Von Helton. And on the docket today is an amazing thing, folks. All right, last night, before it got dark, guess who decides to pop up and park right next to the moon? My girlfriend. And I was concerned because I hadn't seen him for a while. And so I was concerned. Skizzle, I don't know if you know who Skizzle is over on YouTube, but Skizzle over on YouTube put out a report that supposedly President Trump had authorized the shooting down of some UAPs, UFOs, whatever, USOs. And of course, I was deeply concerned because, hey, my girlfriend's up there, right? And her buddies are up there. And so I got very concerned because I hadn't seen them for a while. And
Why won't your girlfriend let you stay in the guest quarters on her ship? You know, this is a story you'd hear from like a very young child. This guy is completely batshit nuts. He is cat crap crazy.
well, hello, what are you? Oh, horsefly. Anyway, big horsefly too, man. Anyways, so she.
That means you're filthy. It's looking for a place to lay eggs, and you look like a real tempting nest.
Parks her ship right next to the moon, like she always does, right? And I'm sitting there talking to somebody, this woman, and I'm like, see that light over there? That's my girlfriend over there, and got to telling her about her and whatnot. And so I got to telling her about it, and she was, she wasn't very interested actually. But it's all good, man. It's all good. I realize that's not everybody's cup of tea.
No,
But anyway,
because
we
it's
got to talking
nuts.
about it, and then we moved on to other things. And then I turned back to look again, and her and the moon gone, cloaked. I'm assuming. I didn't see them; they weren't there. And the woman I was talking to, she's like, "Where did the moon just go?" I said, "Well, yeah, about that."
Behind a cloud. Do you not think that the news would be all over that? If the news just, the moon just disappeared. No, dumbass. A cloud passed by overhead and you couldn't see the moon anymore. But just like that dumb shit with the freaking branch suspended in midair. You're too goddamn stupid to try to figure out, oh, it must be a spider web. Because that's the only thing that could do it. Or somebody deliberately rigged up an invisible wire somehow. Tree branches not being suspended in midair because of supernatural forces. What would be the point? And, your alien girlfriend, God, I wish you'd shut up about that. That is so freaking crazy, dude.
Because what am I going to do? Am I going to say my girlfriend just nerfed the moon? What am I supposed to say? So, but that was. Now you say, well, Mom, why would she do that? I'll tell you why I think she did that. I think she did it as a show of force, an outright show of force. I think she did it to show me that she is more than capable of defending herself if someone or something or a group of someone's or some things decide to try and come and do something to them.
Oh, shut up.
But yeah, man, poof, gone in an Augenblick. All right. And it's like, holy shit. Because the woman I'm standing next to, she's like, hey, where did the moon just go? And what am I supposed to say? Right?
I don't know.
Just an awesome show
Or you
of
could just say what the rest of us would
from my
probably figure
girlfriend.
out. It just went behind a cloud for a while.
No wonder everything goes quiet when we pull in. Jeez. So I wanted to share this with you because this is a powerful thing. And I got a witness. That's the beautiful thing about it. I got a witness. Nobody can sit there and talk shit because I've got a witness to this.
Yeah, we can, because
And
the only person saying shit is you. Where is she? You just don't say, oh, I have this, and then not show it and expect us to think that it's true. If you got a witness, then the witness needs to speak. Otherwise, as far as we know, you're making up that too.
just an amazing thing,
He really thinks we're stupid as hell.
But yeah,
He really
she
does.
just poof, man, gone. Wow. I don't know, what do you say to something like that, But I guess, like I said, the only thing I can figure is she did it as a show of force.
The only thing I
to
can
show
figure is that
me
you're just
That she is
delusional
more
and
than
none of it is real.
capable of handling any situation that comes their way. And because I was worried, I was very, when Skizzle said, hey, man, they're shooting down UFOs. Yeah, well, hey, wait a minute. My girlfriend's a UFO. Obviously
Does
I'm
she have a
concerned about that
powerful,
sort of thing.
heavy cruiser
Right.
and a fleet? She's worried about us, our
And,
little primitive little warheads.
I guess she did it to show me that no, she's more than capable of handling any situation that comes. And I'm still kind of in shock about it, really, because I mean that's a pretty powerful display, right? But I've got a witness. That's the beautiful thing about it. I've got somebody that was
You
standing
don't
right
got
there
shit.
with me
Where is your
when
witness?
that shit happened. So that's good. It's just like Tim Davison. Tim Davison, we're completely surrounded by UFOs, and he's like, I'm like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm okay. I said, you sure? Yeah, I'm okay. I said, well, hold perfect still. Let them scan you. Once they scan you, make sure you're not carrying weapons or you're not wearing a wire or some of that stupid shit. And he held perfectly
them
still
anal
for
probe
him,
you.
and they scanned him real good, and then they backed off. Because they were real close to us, and then they backed off. Once they
They stick
scanned
the
him,
probe
found out
in
he was
Vaughn's
okay, they
mouth.
backed off.
They stick the probe in Vaughn's mouth, and Vaughn would be like, "Why are you sticking this in my mouth?" And they're going like, "Oh, sorry, I thought that was your ass."
And so everything was cool after that. But I have the coolest ET friends in the world. Well, in the universe. I do. They're cool. They're cool as fuck. And they're just awesome. I have no idea what race they are. I'd love to know what race they are. I don't really care at this point, to be honest. But I guess it'd be kind of nice to know. But I don't care. I really don't. It doesn't matter to me. I don't give a shit at this point. They could be insectoids for all I care. I don't care.
You'll buck anything, right?
But what I do know is that she showed me that she's okay. Because I was concerned when Skizzle went on YouTube and said, yeah, Donnie's shooting down UFOs. I'm like, oh, fuck. Really? Because remember when we fired that Hellfire missile at a UFO and it bounced off of it? And I'm like, what are y'all doing?
What? Remember what?
So, anyway, but I wanted to tell you all about it. Really? Because remember when we fired that Hellfire missile at a UFO and it bounced off of it?
I don't remember anything or heard of anything like that. What the hell are you talking about, you moron, you nut? How are we supposed to remember shit that's floating around in your head? Does anyone know what the hell he's talking about? That there's like some sort of a news event where we fired a missile at a UFO and it just bounced off of it? Or is he remembering a movie blooper?
And I'm like, what are y'all doing? So, anyway, but I wanted to tell you all about it because that was a powerful thing last night. And I got a witness. That's the beautiful thing. I got a witness.
No, you don't.
I'm
Where
not going to
is she?
tell her that they cloaked the moon. Holy fuck, But I mean, it's like, I don't know. Maybe it went behind a cloud. Maybe
There you
it went
go.
behind a cloud,
There you
But
go.
yeah, man, just oh God, it's like, the fuck.
Hey, this is a line from a movie. Not a well-known one, but Vaughn, if you think about it hard enough, you can come up with all the dumb answers to all the dumb questions. If you just think about it. The moon was in the sky, but where did the moon go? Obviously, behind a cloud. You don't automatically jump to aliens cloaking the moon. That isn't the go-to. The go-to is like, well, let's observe for a while and see, if clouds pass by, and then we can see the moon again. Or maybe you're looking in the wrong spot in the sky, because the moon changes positions through the night. Like if you look up at where the moon is, say at 7 p.m., and you look up again at where the moon is, say at midnight, it will be in like clear across onto the other side of the sky, because the moon changes positions quickly in the sky. Because it's kind of like the sun, where it depends on the Earth's rotation, where the moon would be in position to where you're looking at it. But yeah, you don't believe in outer space and all that anyway. You think the Earth is flat, and you think all those lights in the skies are, I don't know, holograms or something like Shanny. I don't know. I do not understand your idiotic worldview. I just I don't have time for crazy shit. Okay.
So, wow, crazy. When you got that kind of power, that's pretty fucking awesome. That's pretty fucking awesome. So, yeah, mad respect to my girlfriend.
Lisa Hobbs says, have your alien girlfriend send you a bar of soap. That's funny.
Anyways, I wanted to share it with you because I just thought it was just so awesome, and the fact that I got a witness, man, makes it bulletproof. So, yeah, great stuff. We are living in very, very interesting times. Some people say, "Oh, well, the Chinese meant that as a curse, dude." Well, maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't give a shit. It is accurate. We are indeed living in interesting times, and no doubt about that. That is a fact.
You know who says that? Every person, everywhere, in every time period. Because there's something interesting in every time period. He says that, and a lot of people have this too when they say it. They say that like nothing has ever been as interesting in the past as we are in. We have interesting stuff happening now. No. Technology's changed, true enough. Languages change, true enough. And cultures, but people don't. We're not that far away from someone. I mean, in the way we think, and and the things that we want and desire. We're not that far away from someone who lived thousands of years ago. If they have the opportunities and technologies that we have, they'd all be the same. Because as a species, our needs pretty much stay the same. Our needs, our wants, our desires pretty much stays the same. It only alters through cultural norms and technological advancement. But the basic underlying issues, desires, and all that, it's all the same. It's the same. Nothing's changed. So yeah, we're always going to be in interesting times. Always.
So, but yeah, man, that was just so wild. And I had to share it, I'm just so proud of my girlfriend. I got to say it. I'm proud of her, man.
You're so proud of your right hand.
I mean, can you imagine how much ass she had to kick to get that high up in rank? Oh, God. Because, see, she's not just commander of her own vessel. She's also in charge of 6 other ships, okay?
Can you imagine what my imaginary girlfriend had to go through to get to the imaginary position and imaginary authority, to do the imaginary bullshit that I claim? You need to realize how much ass she had, how much imaginary ass she had to kick.
So that would be what? What would that be in our lingo? Maybe a vice admiral? Would that be a vice admiral? I don't know. I don't know. I've been out of the Navy for a long time, since the 80s. So, I'm not exactly up to speed on everything. But
Holy crap, dude. You were a Navy cadet. You were on the bottom. What makes you think that because you went in, let's say you went in the regular Navy and you do your boot camp and you go out, I don't know what the Navy calls it, but the Marines, we call it the Fleet Marine Force. I don't know what the Navy will call it. I guess just the Navy. But you get out into the Navy, you think that you're going to be privy to like whatever the Navy is up to. You're going to only understand the most basic, unconfidential bullshit they have. You make it sound like that oh, I was in the Navy and we were exposed to a lot of secret and technical and war crap and all that. No, dude, no. You were on the bottom. You barely knew anything. Now the same goes for your Army experience. You were a washout. You went AWOL. They found you washing dishes at a diner.
But yeah, see, she's a commander of her own vessel, but then she's also in charge of 6 other ships. So I would think tentatively, because I know the haters hang on every word.
He wasn't even that. Hatfield says he was a fucking boot. He wasn't even that. He was a bootlace.
What did I say? But tentatively, I would think that would make her vice admiral. If she's
No, he wasn't even that. He was the dirt that you clean off your boot. When you have to shine your what they call your boots and brass, she had to shine your boots and brass. Yeah, he was the filth that was on the boot.
Charge of other ships in addition to her own. That's what I was thinking. Because I'm thinking back to World War II, because you had Vice Admiral Halsey. Remember Vice Admiral Halsey? And then they put him in charge of the aircraft carrier, and he was in the Battle of Midway, and all that good shit. So, but anyway, I don't know. Anyway, it's enough to say that, I'm very proud of my girlfriend, my ET girlfriend. Still want a human girlfriend. Okay, still looking.
How does your imaginary alien girlfriend feel about you getting an imaginary human girlfriend?
For a human girlfriend, but my ET girlfriend just totally fucking rocks. I gotta say, with that show of force last night, I mean, yeah, I'm not worried for her safety at all. Not at all. So, but I was concerned.
Why? She's
I
made
don't
up.
know. Well, I hope Skizzle's wrong, and President Trump is not ordering UFOs to be shot down willy-nilly. Surely not. I hope not. I hope that's not the case, because that's not what I want, obviously. Now, if there are rogue ETs, if there are bad actors, or if there's maybe even a race of ETs that are violent towards humans. Okay, that might be a different horse of a different color. But, it's not
Are you going to
broad brush
stop them,
this
Barn?
shit, right? Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Anyway, I wanted to share because I just thought it was so awesome. And the fact that I've got a living, breathing witness makes it bulletproof.
Hey, are you any of you old enough to remember, to remember a sitcom called Cheers? If you do, dang, I got the hiccups. If you do you remember a character called Cliff Clavin? Vaughn reminds me of him, only more delusional. And I think Clavin's cleaner. You did. When he started talking about it, I remembered that character.
But it was just really, I mean, 1 minute it's there and the next minute, gone. It's like, oh shit, she can blank the moon. What the fuck? So, wow, yeah, it was just amazing. Now, what does that mean? Well, I don't
That you're fucking nuts. That's what it means.
know. Is there significance to that? I'm not really sure. I'll have to find out. I'm sure that it has some kind of fucking meaning. It wouldn't be done, right? But I got to figure out what it is.
You know,
I don't claim to have all
the
the.
character on Cheers from what, 40 years ago? Cliff, the mailman that his last name is Clavin, the mailman that always knew every damn thing. He's a made up person. But I will believe his bullshit over yours. A made up character in a sitcom from decades ago is more believable than you. Just amazing.
Answers, folks. I'm still a human being as far as I know. I'm still fallible. I'm still mortal. I'm still a bipedal hominid
Really?
made out of carbon.
We would never have guessed.
We
would never
which
have
reminds
guessed.
me, I wonder what they're made out of. Silicon, carbon, strontium. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows?
Why would it matter?
Anyway. But I thought I'd share because I can, because I should, and because I thought it would be fucking awesome for you to know.
Because you're fucking nuts.
All right. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Y'all have a wonderful day and better tomorrow. Bye.
Vaughn, you share because you're fucking nuts and you want everybody to know it.
Peace.
Oops.
With Google Play Games, you can play unlocked.
God.
Unlock bigger screens and better controls.
All righty, folks. Today's morning coffee, which is...
Okay, what we got here? Back to Jersey.
in the, oh, wow, that's cool department. Fascinating. Very cool. Very cool. Very awesome looking. And pretty cool, huh? So, yeah, very interesting. And, you know, and that, gee, that's neat, you know, because it is. It really is. It's really cool. But, and
Hold
so,
on, I want
yeah,
to read that.
very cool. Very awesome.
Let's see what we got here.
And
Well, he's sharing a message that he sent to John. Why would you do that, you idiot? Well, I ain't doing nothing without no gasoline. Now, am I, so you know, English is hard. Anyway, now am I, so you know, obviously I'm not going to do a thing cuz, and he spelled cuz like the slang for cousin. I think he means because I know gasoline and food, and you know, that sort of thing. Holy non-English, broken English speaking bullshit. I mean, God dang, man. But I don't know. I mean, you know, I thought that you know. Oh, fuck, my head hurts. Anyway. I can't do that. I can't read this shit. I wonder if he did this. This is a code. I wonder if this is some kind of code. Well, I ain't doing nothing without no gasoline. How in the hell do you do a triple negative? I ain't doing nothing. There's a double negative without, God dang, there's a triple. No, quadruple. The dude, I've never seen this before in my life. The dude did a quadruple negative. I ain't one doing nothing. 2 without 3, no 4. Gasoline. Now, am I, so you know, obviously, I'm not going to do a thing. I think Vaughn's brain is broken. Because I know gasoline and food, and you know that sort of thing. Fuck me. There are, barely speaking, immigrants that write better than this. But I don't know. I mean, he's fucking with us. Come on. You know that I thought that TikTok would be the place to find a girlfriend and not just black dudes. Oh my God.
Because it is. It really is. It's really cool. But
okay. So black dudes in Africa posing as women. There are no real women on TikTok. Well, this is actually written a bit better. I mean, yeah. You can only improve from that. Except the ones that are content creators. What the hell is a content creators? Oh, content. Damn, Vaughn, you spell checker, dude. Content creators, ones that do live. Oh, live. Ones that do live shows and contact create. This is a 190 IQ motherfucker, man. Like, God dang. And contact creators, you know that they do videos every day, like me, you, and a dog named Boo. I love it. me, you, and the fleshlight. Me, you. No, otherwise, you know, they'll probably just to buy a dude. Just to buy a dude. Well, you're for sale. You just need to have someone clean you up. In Africa, and you just need to move the F off. I think you move on. Holy illiteracy, Batman. Holy illiteracy, Batman.
and so yeah, very cool, very awesome. And I thought I'd share because I can, because I should, and because you have a right to know what's.
I waive my rights. I waive my rights. Oh, I forgot to uncover this. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had a big bowl of homemade chili. Yes, I did. It's pretty filling. I don't feel hungry anymore. And I also had some bread. You know, you could tell that was on sale. I try to find, when I'm at Walmart, I try to find the stuff that's on sale because yeah, I'll have it ate in a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. I'll have it ate. And if I'm not going to eat it, and if it's something that's perishable, if I'm not going to eat it right away, I'll just put it in the freezer. Like I got a crap ton of meat in that freezer. I got steaks, I got chicken, I got hamburger. I got enough food in there to last me probably 2 weeks. I'll be right back. I don't make the bread anymore. Yeah, the only thing about that bread is that it's not sliced. That I think that was the reason it was on sale, because the non-sliced bread doesn't sell as quickly. But heck, I got a knife, so it doesn't bother me. God dang, man, he can't read or write, man. He's supposed to be a genius. My nose always runs when I eat. I don't know why. But it started happening about 10 years ago. I think it's part of the aging process.
What's going on out there in that world? Yes, you do. And so,
Yeah, I try not to use the stuff that's in my freezer unless it's like been there a while, and then I have to use it up, because then stuff can get freezer burn and it'll ruin it. But when I run out of stuff in my refrigerator, I try to buy more food to replace it, and I add a little bit to my freezer supply each week. So until it gets like full and I can't put anything in there anymore, or stuff's been there so long, I should like eat it before it goes bad. Then yeah, I don't touch what's in my freezer. I got a big old thing of ice cream in there too. I had a bowl of ice cream last night.
once again, this has been your conservative voice here on TikTok, James Paul Von Hilton, and you have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Yeah, but I don't have a big freezer. I just got the little freezer that comes with the refrigerator. You know, the top part is the freezer. Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah.
Every woman loves
shut.
good
I hate
girl.
this.
And guys
I hate it when it does this. Okay. So, ew. Look at that face. So, I completely lost my train of thought. I took one look at her and went, fuck. That's one ugly bitch. Anyway. Anyway, I don't think there's much else. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and yeah, I'm going to have a ton of free time now. Like I completely got tomorrow off. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'll clean the house a bit, but that's only going to kill some time. But dang. I don't know what I'm going to do. Complaining about not having to go to work. That's messed up. No, I wouldn't go that far with it. I'd be like, no, I'm cool. I just got to figure out what to do with my free time. I don't know. Maybe this would be the ideal time to get back into my writing. Yeah, I've been a bit depressed about a lot of stuff since I last was writing things. Um, I don't know, everything that you can seem to do with AI now. It's making me question what's the point, because everybody is like light years ahead of me. Um, like I just use AI to edit. I write my own stuff and AI edits it. I have a I wrote up an editing profile for Claude. Yeah, I haven't paid that bill in a while. I let my Claude subscription expire, so I got to get that going again. But yeah, I use Claude AI to do my editing, and I make changes accordingly. And I've been like, oh gosh, I keep forgetting about this. I gotta stop sharing so y'all can see me better. So, oh man, you can see my DoorDash bag right behind me. It's over here. My DoorDash bag right there. Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm like depressed a bit over like how far everyone is. It's ahead of me, and like creating graphics and making moving pictures and stuff, and just able to produce um, pros and everything is like it's like I'm just like left in the dust, and I'm just I just haven't been feeling it, But I need to not think about that and just get back to like how I was enjoying, creating my stories and stuff. And basically, that's where it has to be. You have to write to please yourself. The hell with everybody else. But he said Nick has been asking ChatGPT for advice with his writing. He gave him a ton of books that I have for my reading for inspiration for his dialogue for his novels. Oh, Nick has written some novels. Does he publish anything? Which is hilarious to me. Okay. So I'm going to let you all go, and I will talk to you again later. Peace, everybody. Okay, I thought I ended it.